You see, I am doing my job as a journalist, and I think that we all remember that it was revealed not by me, but in the book Accidental Prime Minister, The Making and Unmaking of Dr. Manmohan Singh, where Sanjay Baru described how Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister, but Sonia Gandhi was the real boss and exerted an upper hand on the Prime Minister through a bureaucrat called Pulok Chatterjee, who, quote, was appointed into the office at her behest. I don't want to open all these chapters tonight. But on one point, I want to take off and come to you, Kishore. We credit Dr. Manmohan Singh greatly for being the architect of liberalization. However, I must point out we do not credit, and the Congress party particularly never credits P.V. Narasimha Rao, who just happened to be the Prime Minister who took that decision. And Manmohan Singh served under him as the Finance Minister. Nevertheless, be that as it may, the fact that he also led the country into the infamous position of fragile five economy. What does that say? Kishore.
Okay, good evening to all my panelists. I am the last, but I'm sure I will not be the least. So the first point, Dr. Manmohan Singh has passed away. Condolences to the family and the nation, and hope he has a great onward journey. But let me begin by saying, if I had to sum up Dr. Manmohan Singh in one sentence, he was extremely sound but silent. That is what Dr. Manmohan Singh, according to me, was. He liberated India from an economic crisis, but he could never liberate himself from the chuckles and being subservient to the Gandhi family. So let's pay a tribute genuinely to the man of what he was capable, unblemished personal record, brilliant academician, great technocrat, great bureaucrat. Let's not take away what's due. But let's not forget the flaws that lies. Because a tribute full of lies is not a fair tribute. A tribute should be truthful
to everyone
in
on the right.
Keep objective way. And I think we should give what that man deserved, his due and respect for what he did for this nation. But we should also point a finger so that nobody else tomorrow does that, or it is not done in the country. So let's point out fundamental flaws. You asked me about 1991 LPG program, liberalization, privatization and globalization. Remember, one, the Prime Minister was P.V. Narasimha Rao. Second, we were under compulsion. Let's not forget that IMF had given us a diktat, a 27-point diktat which we had to follow. We had no choice. Whether it was Dr. Manmohan Singh or Arnab Goswami, you had to do the same thing. So let's not forget that. Point number two, when it comes to the 2008 blast, I think that was a blot and we were shown to be spineless. Do I blame Dr. Manmohan Singh for the attack? No. Do I blame him for not having taken revenge on Pakistan and forwarding the Mohabbat ki dukan and going in for talks after 6.5 months? Absolutely yes. We cannot take it. See, I may run a beautiful company, a very good human being, but if my company goes bankrupt, nobody is going to say, Kishore, you're a wonderful human being. We were all happy to be bankrupt with you. That doesn't work. Let's also not forget, Arnab, that 2004 to 8, when Sensex grew 4 times, when India's economic growth was at 8.5%, let's not forget the seeds of that growth were sown by Mr. Vajpayee. Right from the Golden Quadrilateral, which infused business in India, to the telecom policies, we rose because of BJP. And 2008 to 13, let's not talk about it. Everybody knows what happened. Under the very nose of an able economist, we were ridden with scams after scams. NPS were burdening, and we had the audacity of a family member tearing an ordinance of a sitting prime minister who's qualified, educated, and knows bureaucracy. What did he do?
Today.
He was absolutely silent. So he was very, very sound, but he was very, very silent.
Okay, you made
and unfortunately, he could never liberate himself.